So the next topic is nanotechnology in agriculture. So in agricultural field, so many applications are there with nanotechnology, and nowadays the agriculture has been come up with a smart farming technology. So nanotechnology finds so many applications over this. So in this is in this there has been significant interest in using nanotechnology in agriculture. The goals fall into several categories: increase production rate and yield, increase efficiency of resource utilization, minimize waste production, nano-based treatment of agricultural waste, nanosensors. Specific applications include nano fertilizers and nano pesticides. Because agriculture is the main thing behind every living being to sustain over the world, and so many goals are there with agriculture. And the applications of nanotechnology in agriculture and allied sciences will be food technology, crop involvement, seed technology, precision farming, nano fertilizers for balanced crop nutrition, plant disease diagnosis, weed management, water management, biosensors, which is otherwise called as electronic nose, agricultural engineering issue, animal science, fishery and aquaculture, pest management. With the food science and technology, nanotechnology for enhancing food security in India has been established, and it has been initiated by 2011. And hybrid polymers are there in this paper. Hybrid polymers has been introduced. There is smart packaging with nano silicon embedded Durathan polymer to enhance the shell life of the food materials has been proposed. So the polymers used are called as bare polymers. The new hybrid plastic comprising polyamide and layered silicate barriers, which make it much more difficult for oxygen to pass through to the packaged goods than conventional films made of polyamides. In crop improvement, it has been presented in papers in the years 2013 and 14. Gene therapy for plants, which uses 3 nanometer mesoporous silica nanoparticle for smuggling foreign DNA into cells. And the feasibility of DNA sequencing using a fluidic nanocell functionalization has been shown with a graphene nanoribbon in 2013. And seed technology also uses nanotechnology. In this, use of carbon nanotube increases the germination through better penetration of the moisture. In precision farming, so many smart field system has been introduced. Bio nanotechnology has designed sensors which give increased sensitivity and earlier response to environmental changes, and it is linked to GPS also. These monitor soil conditions and crop growth over vast areas. So the sensors have already been employed in US and Australia, and it has been developed in India also, that is in developing countries. Plant pathology. 100% growth inhibition was seen in Pythium luteum, Magnoporte grisea, Coletocrium gloisporiotes, Botrytis sinor, and Rhizoctonia solani showed a 10 ppm of the nano-sized silica silver. So these are all the varieties with the plant. Quantum dots has been used with the plant pathology, which is emerged as pivotal tool for detection of particular biological marker with extreme accuracy. In soil remediation, nanotech based solid binder called soil set is employed to avoid soil erosion. The removal of heavy metals can also be done with nanotechnology using ligand based nanocoating for effective removal of heavy metals, as these have high absorption tendency. For water treatment, we already know magnetite, or that is iron oxide nanocrystals, to capture and remove arsenic from contaminated water has been used. Then in animal science, nanomicellus, liposomes, nano-emulsion complexes improves the utilization efficiency of nutrients in the fodder. In fishery and aquaculture, Nanocheck, that is 40 nanometer lanthanum based compound, absorbs phosphates from the water and prevents algae growth. Fast growing fishes can also be accomplished with the younger carp exhibiting 30% faster growth rate when fed with iron nanoparticles. And in agricultural engineering issues, nano coating of agricultural tools to increase their resistance against wear and corrosion has been used. Then in nanofertilizer technology, foliar application of nanophosphorus as fertilizers with 640 mg per hectare and soil application of phosphorus fertilizers with 80 kg per hectare yielded equally in cluster bean and pearl millet under arid environment. So this is one of the achievement. And weed management, soybean based nanosurfactant reported to make glyphosate resistant crops susceptible to glyphosate. This is also one of the achievement. And nano pesticides, nanoscale, either active ingredients or inert ingredients with a particle size of 100 nanometer or less, or called as used in pesticide or called as nanopesticides. The formulation of pesticides uses nano emulsion, nano suspension, nano encapsulation with nanoparticles. So nano emulsions, it consists of lipid or polymeric vesicles or particles. Its size is from 20 to 200 nanometer, large surface area and slower release, non-sedimentation or creaming. A nano emulsion, downsizing of natural oils to form nano emulsions, could be effective as larvicidal agents. So this nano emulsion, as given by Anjali et al., is of two types: high energy emulsion and low energy emulsion. In high energy emulsion, high pressure homogenizer and ultrasonification has been done. In low energy emulsification, self emulsion, phase transition and phase inversion are all done as based on Klong et al. The nano suspensions, submicron colloidal dispersion of pure active compounds typically ranging from 50 to 500 nanometer has been used as nano suspensions. Solvent diffusion method has been applied. Improvement of efficacy due to higher surface area is noted. Higher solubility, higher mobility and induction of systematic activity due to smaller particle size are achieved with nano suspensions. The nano encapsulation, we know encapsulation is packaging. So packaging the nanoscale active ingredient within a kind of tiny envelope or shell, as shown in the figure, is nano encapsulation. Nanotechnology enables us to manipulate the properties of outer shell of a capsule. Then the uses of it are production, increase solubility, reduce the contact of active ingredients with agricultural workers. Environment based means it reduces runoff rates. So these are the uses with encapsulation. Then agrochemicals, or they nowadays uses nanoparticles. The most highlighted companies are Syngenta, BASF and Monsanto. Agricultural chemical companies such as Monsanto, Syngenta and BASF have ventured in developing nanoparticle pesticides. The world's leading chemical company already sells a number of pesticide emulsions containing nanoparticles. The positive side of nanoparticle pesticide is that a far less need to be applied and reducing cost and environmental damage. So this will be the future of agriculture. So the world's largest agrochemical company Syngenta has number of chemicals with emulsions that contain nanoparticles. Syngenta has obtained a patent for gutbuster microcapsule which break open in alkaline environments including the stomach of certain insects. So to date, none of these agrochemicals are currently labeled as containing nanoparticles, but here the Cruiser, Primomax, Apronmax, Bannermax are using nanoparticles, but they have not adapted with the technology. They are using this but not known of that. Then Syngenta Karat with Zen technology. This is quick release encapsulation. This Karat with Xeon technology used against a broad spectrum of cotton paste. The capsules are only 2.5 microns. No problem of clogging. If once applied, the quick release of capsules adhere strongly to the foliage and immediately begin releasing the active ingredient. The advanced technology with it is a fast knockdown of target pest, greater residual activity, strong UV protectant, strongly adhere to leaves providing better rain fastness, improve the insecticide's residual control. Capsules are suspended in a water-based carrier. Each liter Xeon micro encapsulated formulation contains about 50 trillion capsules. So that it's very much advanced. Then an overview of nano formulation of insecticide under development are given over here by the literature stated by Gunashekaran in 2011. So nano emulsion, nano suspension and their products and the manufacturing company advantages have been given over here, and nano capsules with its micro products with encapsulation technology has been given over here. The nanoparticles are also given, different nanoparticles over different countries and different companies. So whenever we see with metallic nanoparticle, we have to see DNA tagged nano gold. Gold is a metallic nanoparticle which is a new tool for control of the Spodoptera litura fab insect. So whenever it has been applied, the gold nanoparticle pesticide has been applied, 3 days after treatment it will die, and 5 days after treatment it releases some enzymes which is better for the soil. So this is the process by which it can be controlled. Then e-nose is also a smart technology. It operates like human nose. It identifies different types of odors and their concentrations. Use of zinc oxide nanoparticle is applied over here. So this is the e-nose fabrication one. So nano power unit is there, nanotubules, here nano sensors and nano calculator, nano memory, nano antenna, nano EM transceiver and nano processor have been employed for this e-nose. A microcontroller unit has been placed. So long lasting pheromones. So pheromones we have to use with ambient conditions. Nanogel prepared using methyl eugenol or low molecular moss gelator are these pheromones. These are very stable at ambient condition. It works well in rainy season. It lasts for a month. So see, so these pheromones acts like a plant which traps the insects. So it's given over here. The nanoparticles in insects. It has been observed that ferromagnetic materials are abundant in head, thorax and abdomen of Sozinapsus subchatua ants, and so it has been utilized, and ferromagnetic material has been detected in Apis mellifera Linnaeus abdomens and identified as suitable for magnetic reception. So these are all used for detection of particles, the detection of particles in plants as well as in soil, as well as the detection of insect where it is located. Then an array of nano-sized pillars in cicada, there is 100, which is 100 nanometer in diameter and 300 nanometer in height, has been placed over here, which is having hydrophobic and anti-reflection properties. So the nano size has been detected over this insect. Then insects into flying cyborgs. This is another application. HIMEMS, that is hybrid insect micro electromechanical system, has been given over here. In this, how the insect development has been done, that is hybridization of insect has been done. It's fully monitored and analyzed like this step-by-step process. Then application in sericulture. 25 ppm of silver nanoparticle can be used as growth stimulant to increase the silk yield. Production of electrospun silk fibroin based fibers uses carbon nanotubes, and so we are having high yield in sericulture. And the potential risks of nanotechnology in agriculture are health issues. It's a major thing because agriculture means it's based on food. So nanoparticles could be inhaled, swallowed, absorbed through skin. They trigger inflammation and weaken the immune system and interfere with the regulatory mechanism of enzymes and proteins. And so we have to take care of it and make sure no harm is there. Environmental issues. Nanoparticles could accumulate in soil, water and plants. We have to take care of it also. New risk assessment methods are needed for this. That is, national and international agencies are beginning to study the risk, which will result in new regulations. So it is yet to apply because nanotechnology itself is an emerging topic, and so hereafter only risk analysis will be done. Thank you.